Hello, kindergarten. We are ready for a new book. Our title today is Mouse Shapes. This is one of our reading books. Mouse Shapes. The author is Ellen Stoll Walsh. I do not see another name for an illustrator, so she may have written it and illustrated it also. Here's our table of contents. So in this book in our classroom, the story Mouse Shapes begins on page 2, and then on page 31 there's a section called Signs and Shapes. So the table of contents just tells you what is inside the book, what you will find in there. Alright, so here's Mouse Shapes. The mice were running from the cat. "Hurry," said Violet. "Let's hide in here," said Martin. Looks like a big pile of shapes. After a while, Fred said, "I think we lost him." "Look, we've been hiding in shapes," said Violet. "We can make things with them. Here's a square. A triangle on top makes it a perfect house for a little mouse. A triangle and a rectangle make a tree," said Martin. "This circle is the sun." "But these triangles are different," said Fred. "Triangles are tricky," said Violet. "But any shape with 3 sides is a triangle." And we learned that in math, boys and girls. So this red one is a triangle, but this green one is also a triangle. They both have 3 sides and 3 vertices. Fred put 2 circles on a rectangle. "It's a wagon for the little mouse in the house," he said. "2 diamonds make a book for the little mouse to read," said Violet. And there's one of our little sight words, too. "Here's 1 oval, 2 circles, and 8 triangles," said Martin. "It's a fish." "Watch out, the cat likes fish," said Violet. "Hey, let's make the cat," said Fred. Violet put on the eyes and nose. Fred stuck on the ears. And Martin added the teeth. "It looks just like the real cat," he said, "only better." So they've used circles and triangles to make the cat. Just then the real cat pounced. The mice ran away and didn't come back until the cat was gone. "That cat's too sneaky," said Violet. "If only we were bigger." "I have an idea," said Fred. The clever mice got to work. Soon they made 3 big, scary mice and surprised the cat. These are the mice they made using their shapes. The cat ran away fast. "What a scaredy cat," said Violet. "Now what can we make for the little mouse in the house?" "It's time for lunch," said Fred. "Let's make him some Swiss cheese." So they did. So that looks like they used a triangle with some little spots chewed out. And they used some circles. All right, boys and girls, so that is called Mouse Shapes. Now I'm going to pull up, hopefully, our workbook page for today. Let me see if I can go back and find it. Sometimes it disappears on me. Let me pull it back up for you. We are going to talk about the beginning of the story and the end of the story. If I can find it for you, I always scroll past it. No, let me look for it again. All right, so we're going to talk about what happened at the beginning of our story for Mouse Shapes, and we're going to talk about the end of our story. Here it is. So first, before we get started, let's go back and review our story. So if we were talking about retelling the story, when you are retelling the story, boys and girls, you want to think about the important parts. So if I was retelling this story, I might say, there were some mice and they wanted to hide from the cat. So they used different shapes to make things. They made a house, they made a wagon. They also used shapes to make a cat. Then, when they wanted to scare the cat away, they used shapes to make some big mice. The cat got scared and ran away. So I didn't tell you every single thing that happened in the story, but I told you some important things. So on this page, boys and girls, you're going to put your name at the top. Then in this first box, they want you to draw something that happened at the beginning of the story. So maybe you might draw the picture of the mice finding the shapes. Or maybe you might draw a picture of the mice building the house or building the wagon. Then in the second box, they want you to draw something that happened at the end of the story. So you might draw where the mice made 3 big mice and scared the cat away. You might draw a picture of the cat running away. You might draw a picture of the Swiss cheese at the end of the story that the mice made. So just choose one thing from the beginning and draw it in the first box. Choose one thing from the end and draw it in the second box. Talking about the beginning of the story and the ending of the story. All right, when you get finished with your paper, you can send me a picture of it if you'd like so I can see it. I'll also check it when it comes back in your pictures. And if you have any questions, boys and girls, call me or send me a message and I'll be glad to help you.